Good morning, it's Harvey Jackson. Just going to go through the StatsCan acreage estimates and US dollars week should support some of the US traded commodities, but we'll get into that as well. First off, here's the trade estimates is here for the StatsCan, and first thing that kind of stands out is canola, and yet I look at the canola acres last year, and it was higher. It was 22 million. So I'm just wondering, uh, the the information might have compared to last year's estimate. I'm not certain, but anyway, we'll have to dig into that a little bit and use it as we see it tomorrow. But nothing really stands off or pops off the page. They're saying, by this estimate, there's going to be almost flat canola. Mylene might be a little bit lower. Wheat looks like it's going to increase, and I think that's possible as well. Durum is lower. Barley's the same. Soybeans the same. Lentils pretty much the same, but a little bit lower. And oats I think is the same as well. And then here's your U.S. Numbers for Monday as well, but we'll look at that later. So the U.S. dollar plunges, and is it a plunge or is it just another little decrease because it doesn't look that big on the page, but at least on the chart anyway. But maybe it's a bigger deal. But people make things a bigger deal though too. China signs first Argentine sawmill under the threat of the U.S. trade war, and China and Brazil have been signing things and trade pacts and whatever to multiple different countries around this U.S. tariff thing, and you can see that there's quickly alliances getting built outside of the U.S. U.S. is yet to get a trade deal kind of finalized. They got that one with Great Britain, and everything else is actually kind of in limbo. Even the partners like Canada and Mexico, which are right next to them, he still hasn't gotten anything done. Like the longer it takes, the worse, and the longer it's going to drag out because nobody's going to try to put ink to the paper. Let's just have a look here. Weather. I'm going to say this is all going to be thunderstorms that we're going to see, and we're going to add some more heat, and that's going to be a thunderstorm kind of scenario. That's what it seems like anyway. There's no real big system moving in, so we might be counting on thunderstorms to kind of get the rains that we need for the next couple of weeks, and hopefully it's long enough. The heat is still prevalent in the U.S. here, and you can see here the little bit of storms that are going across, and they kind of dissipate. That's a thunderstorm kind of activity there. Soil moisture, you can see now that we've got a little bit more updated. It's got some pretty small pockets here. The build in the moisture more in the south than there is up in the prairies, of course. So just have a look at the prairies here. You can see that it looks very spotty. This is a GFS. It looks like thunderstorm activity more than it is anything else. And then your artificial intelligence, the European, kind of smooths it out a little bit more, but it's still pretty spotty. I just took a snapshot of a couple different days for temperature, and as temperature increases, the chances of these thunderstorms increase, of course, as well. So if we look at the canola here, we've got canola down, soybean oil is also down. West Texas is up a little wee bit, soybeans are up, and the wheats are basically unchanged. So let's just have a quick look here. We had, it looks like we're trying to hold above the short-term moving average there on the November futures. Here's your rapeseed, and it's towards the bottom end of this upward channel. What we're seeing now is the November is actually, the spread is right around that $100 now. You can see that we actually got down to near $40, and now we're back up to 102. So the differential between the European canola and rapeseed. So the rapeseed is actually holding up its value. Soybean oil futures still got a bit of a gap yet to fill. Now, is it going to do that? It's hard to say. Here's soybean. It probably needs to hold this 107 or 1007 values, 1008 somewhere in there. Otherwise, it's got this downside risk of way down in here in high nines. Crude oil. Everybody knows what's going on there. The Canadian dollar still out in this upward channel, right in the middle of this upward channel. And this is what one of the highlights I was talking about is the U.S. dollar index is making new short-term lows over the last few months. Have a look at wheat. It's pretty red week, that's for sure. It's following corn and everything else, but it's still holding up. As long as we can hold up above that, that 620 level, we'll see if we can get another wave to maybe go back up. Here's your milling wheat. I haven't showed it for a while. It did break out a little bit higher, but it's still in this downward channel, and it's starting harvest there as well. By the way, Kansas I think is over 20% harvested already, and I was just looking at some of the reports, and they look like they're pretty decent yields down there for sure. So here's your Kansas. Probably has to hold right here at the 560 area as well. Chicago wheat, same idea. It needs to probably hold right around that area as well. And the corn has done nothing but just fall apart here. And that's all I have for you.